Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am building again with the new city living expansion pack in San Myshuno. So I'm not renovating an apartment this time or building a penthouse. I really wanted to build a restaurant for my game. There are no restaurants in San Myshuno, and that's such a shame because I really like to go out to eat with my Sims. Of course, you have like the food vendors outside of your apartments, but it's just not the same as a romantic sit-down dinner. So I decided to just to bulldoze, oh my god, to bulldoze the Stargaze lounge in the very expensive part of the city. I really did like the lounge, but I did not use it that much. So I decided just to convert it into a restaurant. And of course, I'm using the Dine Out game pack for this build. I'm using loads of packs. So I am going to look real quick what I'm using. Of course, the City Living expansion pack. Oh my god. The Dine Out game pack. Get Together, Spa Day, Get to Work, Perfect Patio, Movie Hangout, and Luxurious Party Stuff pack. That are all the packs that I am going to use in this build. Also, this restaurant is 261,000 simoleons, roughly that amount. So it's not a really cheap restaurant, but of course restaurants are never cheap. So yeah, so as you can see, the exterior is taking shape. This is of course not the final draft. I am going to add in loads of detail, and I started out with building this restaurant with, I didn't have any idea on how I wanted the shape to be. I just started to do something and just kept adding on until I was satisfied with the result. But I didn't draw anything up front. Usually I make like a sketch of how I want something to look, or I have a picture if I'm really creating something. But this one I went in kind of blind, not knowing what I wanted to do for a restaurant. And I only have built one restaurant in The Sims. You guys might already seen that. That was, I think, oh my gosh, I don't know what that restaurant was called, but I will link it in the description of the video. And I built that just when Dine Out came out, and I haven't built a restaurant since then. I mean, I like the restaurants, but I don't know, I didn't feel like building one until today. So of course I've added some big billboards until the rooftop of the restaurant. It just makes it look a little bit more like it belongs on a city rooftop. So yeah, that's basically it. Of course, this build is going to be CC free, so I'm using no custom content this time. I think it really didn't need any custom content for this build. I really loved everything that I had in the game, so no CC this time. And yeah, of course I needed to implement these pillars. I really like these pillars, illuminating pillars from the expansion pack. They look so beautiful, and I love all the recolors, but I went with blue this time because the windows were blue. So the theme is very blue for the restaurant, but I'm going to try and make it look very cozy on the inside, but still restaurant-like and modern. So the style is almost similar as my last restaurant. I do have to confess, the interior style is kind of the same, but that's just a style that I really like. So I did do that again for this build, but of course in a whole new concept, because this is a rooftop restaurant. And there's a karaoke, oh my gosh, there's a karaoke machine in the restaurant as well, so your Sims can work on their singing skills or just entertain people who are dining with their beautiful voices. Or you don't even need to use this lot as a restaurant. You can perfectly convert it into a lounge, a nightclub, or a karaoke bar. There are loads of bubble blowers on the lot as well. Are they called bubble blowers? I'm not sure. But anyways, you know, those really large things who look like the illegal water. No, they're not illegal. Water pipes. Is that the name? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. So how are you guys doing, by the way? It's Friday here in Belgium and we have a holiday today. So I was very happy. Started building this morning with my cup of coffee like I always love to build. And I do find that I have more inspiration when I don't need to work. When I do work and come home, I'm usually too tired to think of anything really original. And that's why I do love to renovate the apartments, because that's something that's not easy. I don't want to call it easy because it's not easy, because it's actually really very time consuming. But building an exterior is really hard, and sometimes I do need to think about that quite a long time before I get my exterior for my houses and stuff like that. So building something like this and penthouses is more doable for me when I have a day off. I usually am not very artistic, or not artistic, how do you call that? I usually have no inspiration for exterior builds throughout the week, which is a shame, because I do love to build these types of things, but when I'm just come home from work, I'm just exhausted. So those things, like I'm doing right now, usually don't come out of my hands. So I'm starting with the garden, and like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I'm just doing stuff until I find something that I thought looked nice. So I wanted to use this statue thingy on the left, but I ended up not using that, and I wanted to surround that I don't know, those flowers with a fountain, but the fountain tool is not working on rooftops, which is so annoying. So I decided to use a pool, but the pool looked weird, so the pool is going, this thingy is going to just going to disappear again. And yeah, you will see what I'm going to do with it next. But this did not look great. So yeah, if you're like, what are you doing, Mona? That looks awful. I know it looks awful and it's not going to stay. So yeah, and it's so annoying that we can't use any terrain paints. I really wanted to use my terrain paints, because then I could make it look like a actual rooftop garden, and now you can only use tiles. And I think when you use terrain paints and use like dirt and stuff underneath your flowers and stuff like that, it looks so much more realistic. And now it looks very plastic. So this little area here is also going to disappear. I did not like how that looked. And if I maybe had some terrain paint, I maybe could make it work, but now I couldn't. So what am I doing right here? Oh yeah, so I'm starting over. And I decided to implement a pool. I mean, why not? A pool is always fun. It's not like your Sims are going to use this if you are using this as a restaurant, but it looked very beautiful. I did add in some lilies, water lilies, and stuff like that. So that looked really, really nice. And of course a large patio where I added in a bar where your Sims can lounge, relax, I don't know, order a drink. So like I said, this lot can be very multifunctional. If you don't want to use it as a restaurant, it's not necessary. So yeah, what am I doing here? Oh, of course I made a little pathway heading into the pool area. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't really know what else to say about the build at this point. This speaks kind of for itself. Oh, and I decided to place this little billboard on the side. It was looking a bit empty, and also I'm going to work with ivy. I know ivy isn't that realistic on a rooftop building. I don't know if ivy would grow there. Maybe if you would grow that intentionally. So my Sims did grow this intentionally on their little building. But ivy just looks so great in the game. It makes it more, just more floral and fun and I don't know, lively. So I love adding ivy onto my on my houses, and especially here on the rooftop area, because it always looks a bit too sterile and I don't know, it really needs some greenery. So that's why I did that. So I wanted to use that little large thing, but it reminded me of something very naughty and I didn't want to add it. So I decided to go with the llama instead. I don't know, it just reminded me of something that I didn't find appropriate for my game. So here adding in the bar. I used the bar from, I think that is from the Get Together expansion pack. That it looked very modern and a bit futuristic, and it really added in nice into this little garden section. And of course a sign which says, in my mind, I don't know, the name of the restaurant maybe, because I haven't added any other signs, so that's like the name of the restaurant is out there. So yeah, that's basically it. How are you guys doing? Did I ask? I think I already asked that, but I'm going to ask it again. What are you guys going to do on your weekend? Because it's Friday. Lots of you guys have like, this is your final day of work or school, and tomorrow you guys are free. Not me, I need to work tomorrow, but have you got any plans for the weekend? I'm going to build, by the way. And for the people who are waiting for my Kylie Jenner no custom content house, yes, I'm working on that one this weekend. It's coming either Saturday or Sunday. I know a lot of people are waiting for the no CC version. I've been emailed, Snapchatted, Instagrammed, you name it. You all have been contacting me, and yes, I'm going to finally work on it. I know I've been putting it off, but I just really was having so much fun with this expansion pack that I kind of just shoved it all aside, which is actually, yeah, it's a little bit, it's not nice of me, I know that, and I'm so sorry, but it will be online this weekend. You can play in the no CC Kylie Jenner Hidden Hills house, so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for your notifications, or just on the gallery, because of course it will be posted on the gallery as well. So heading into, I think I'm going to do the interior quite soon, and I do work. The longest part of the video is the interior, I think. I just wanted it to look very cozy, but still as a restaurant, so not as a house or something like that. So this restaurant has 3 stories, like you saw. I think there are 3 bubble blowers, or I don't know, I think they are called bubble blowers. So this is the kitchen. I really wanted a open kitchen, and this is where it looks like my other restaurant, because I made an open kitchen there as well. But I don't like the idea of hiding a kitchen of a restaurant in like a separate room. I really love open kitchens. When we go out to eat, me and my husband, we usually always go to restaurants where they have an open kitchen and where we can see everything. I just love to watch the cooks just work, or a partially open restaurant is fine for me as well. I don't like enclosed restaurants, because then I don't know what they are doing with my food. So yeah, that's why I did a open restaurant here as well. So playing around with those lights, I really like those lights, but I don't know, I couldn't make it work for the entire patio area. So I do divide it up with pillars like I did on the other side. But I'm very happy with the stringed lights on the post. That is something that we were really missing. And you can really make very cute little patio areas or gardens or balconies with those things. So I'm very happy that they added that into the game. So this is of course going to be the second floor. Not sure if I'm going to furnish that yet. No, I'm starting with this outdoor area. I have to say, the balconies are all my favorite parts. I really like this balcony, but I also like the very top balcony. That is also very fun. The top balcony is going to be more as a lounge area, not a restaurant area. So there are no tables where you can seat a sim to eat, but there are like couches and of course bubble blowers, so your sim can really lounge there. And there's a bar as well. There are, I think, 3 bars in this entire restaurant. I know it's a lot, but like I said, I did have in my back of my mind that I could use this slot multifunctional. So sometimes I will be using this as a restaurant, sometimes as a lounge, and I'm even thinking of maybe adding a DJ booth when I'm going to play with this and just use it as a oh my god, how you call that? A nightclub. I wanted to say disco again, but I think that's Dutch, so a nightclub. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and I had so much trouble with the couches here, or not really couches, I don't know how you call those thingies, but anyways, they wouldn't function correctly. I wanted to be like an enclosed section with only these kind of seating area, but it just didn't work. I don't know how you call those chairs, which is annoying. I'm going to look real quick because it's annoying me. So boots, that's it. I was having trouble with the boots. They wouldn't click, and I don't know if that is a glitch or is it intentional, but I don't like it. Sometimes I want a table in the middle and a boot on the left and on the right side, you know, like diner style, but I couldn't implement it. The game wouldn't let me. But anyways, finishing off here this patio area, I do come back here again and I add some more decor and detail and some lights and stuff like that. But here I'm starting with the inside. So here I had the idea again to do enclosed boots, and that's so stupid because it didn't work on the outside, so of course it wouldn't work inside. I did cut out that part, by the way. You don't see me struggle with the boots again until I was like, I think I already tried this and I just stopped and I cut that part out and I started over again. So yeah, I really wanted to make it look a little bit interesting, and that's why I shoved the booth to the side. I have to say, from the entire restaurant, this is my least favorite floor. I don't know, I could have made this a bit better perhaps, but I don't know. I couldn't find any inspiration to really make that work. Of course, I add in some more detail later on, but I have to say that's my least favorite part of the entire build. And this area I also absolutely adore, and I also like the bathrooms. The bathrooms are very different, but you will see that in the end. So in the very end of the video, I go through the entire build again and add more stuff, and I even done some off-camera work, by the way. So I was doing some screenshots and I saw that I didn't have enough outdoor lighting, so I do add some lights to the pool and on the flooring outdoor that I do not do on camera. That's all off camera, but you will see it in screenshots. And on the first floor where the kitchen is, I also add in some of those beaded drapes on on the windows, and you will see that in the screenshots right at the end of the video as well. I just added them because I was taking screenshots and it looked a bit empty. Sometimes I have that that it looks really nice when I'm building, but when I start making screenshots, then I really see what's missing, and that's what I had with this build. I just saw that that area was a bit too empty and just a bit boring, so I decided to add those curtains and it looked so much nicer. Oh, and I forgot to say, on the very rooftop floor, oh no, not the roof, the third floor, there's also a piano and a little lounge section as well. So yeah, that's basically it. So working on the garden again, trying to make it look very relaxing and chill, and I really wanted the entire build to tie in with my other builds, because everything that I've did for the city living game, so all my city living builds, they are all in one file, in one save, because I'm playing with all the buildings. So this restaurant is owned by one of my more richer sims, and she lives in the penthouse that I did for this city. So that's why I did want to implement some of the styles of the penthouse. Of course, this is more modern than the penthouse. The penthouse was more industrial looking, but you do see little tiny elements come back, like the colorful rugs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it basically for this build. I think I'm going to leave you guys here. It's a long video, I know, 33 minutes long. I really took my time with this one, but I just love detailing everything more and more. And some areas of the build are looking a bit empty now, but just keep watching because I'm adding more and more detail throughout the entire build. I do not stay at one section, I go everywhere again multiple times. I don't know, that's the way I build now. I didn't build like that earlier on when I was doing build videos on my channel, but this is how I developed it, and I think is more fun to build. So not focus on one section and just build everywhere. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked it. Oh my gosh, I forgot to give you guys the information of the download. I'm so stupid. So there will be a download file in the description of the video if for the people who won't use the gallery. There's a link, just click on that and you can download this from my media fire. And for the people who do use the gallery, just go to LoveSimplySim, that's my origin ID, and you can find the build on the gallery and you can download it there. So yeah, now I am going to leave you guys. Oh my god, it's, yeah, I'm a bit weird and so sorry, but that's just me. So I hope that you guys had a great day wherever you are. Don't forget to leave those likes, of course, if you liked the video, and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next build, and have a great day. Bye bye.
I tried to fight alone, 'cause sometimes we just don't know that we can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs whenever our foes come by, this time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team, castles and dragons. The battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team. We can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs, whenever our foes combine, this time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.